Hello guys, good day, good evening. How are we? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Sister Ladu, my co-counsel, I see you. You're very welcome. Court Clerk 1, I see you. How are you, darling? How was your day? Or has your day been? Work? The family? Share Jeon. Did you eat? Angela, too, did you people go use the bathroom? Did you wee? Did you wee? Did you wee? Did you chop? Oh, Sister Aramide, no. I came back late, so my boys for their food. Even I had to leave my son, bigger boy. He's the one sorting it out. So you people will hear some noise. So I was late. I came back late. I got home late. My co-counsel, how are you? How's our baby? How's the family? The network is bad. It's kind of slow. Maybe I should change it to my private network. You're very welcome. Good evening. Look at how network they roll. It's the house network. Can you pass me a bottle of water and give me a cup, please? Just pass that water. Be checking the oven. The food should be ready now. Thank you. I hope you people got notifications, because it's just, you know, I know you all understand. We can't roll in it. Maybe I take it away from this the house network and go to is the network okay on that end? Is the network fine? So that if it's not, because here it's just rolling. I don't know when I'm not in Nigeria. Is the network fine? Okay, it's fine. You got notification. Okay. Same. It's very slow. I want to on and reboot. So if it's not fine, then I change it. I see. It's still rolling. I'm sorry, please. Let me change it to another. I might have to post this. Let me just see.
Wi-Fi is bad for you as well.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi is bad.
It's been bad
All day. It's my mini Wi-Fi has been bad all day. I don't know, and that's what I am. Mini Wi-Fi has been bad all day. Okay, but it's fine as I'm using it. If not, my low private, because my phone is just rolling. Okay, let me just try and see how I can. I just want to share on my private page. I might go on Instagram just for a bit. I want to start going live on Instagram. Do you understand? I will just on it, even if it's 10 minutes. I will go with another phone on Instagram. I will just on it and be able to build my Instagram and be going live on it. Do you understand? So I'm having my son said that the network has been bad all day. You people have, your secondary school kids have vacated. Anyway, here they have. Okay, it's fine. Okay, it's not okay. I have to go to my private network so that I can be able to. It's only I'm excited. My little baby is vacating tomorrow, so I'm very excited. You would think that I'm winning jackpot, because it's kind of very tedious for me having to maneuver everything. But to God be the glory. Thank God for life. Yeah, it's 1 hour stream on IG. It's 1 hour stream on IG. Okay, I have to be 1 hour on IG. Okay, really? Yeah. No. I want to. I can't. I'll be doing my Facebook one. DBC, can you come again? I'm confused. 1 hour stream on IG. I don't get what you mean. Adebisi, I'm going to continue on my Facebook. Nothing is going to stop me from doing Facebook. But, I mean, Adebisi, it's Yeye Kudi courtroom. My IG is, I think my IG is stored as Yeye Kudi courtroom, in brackets, K Money Signatures. Yeye Kudi courtroom, in brackets, K Money Signatures. KDPC, can you come again? What do you mean by it's 1 hour stream? Yeah, 1 hour. I must stay there 1 hour, or I can off it after like 30 minutes or 20 minutes. I don't get what you people mean. I can't be there for 1 hour. I'm just going to on it when I'm beginning to do the chat and stay there like 20 minutes. Just to be doing live on it the way I do live on Facebook. No, I can't be there for 1 hour. No, except it's something that, like, that time we're treating Farida's case, I would have streamed it live. You understand? No, I don't want. I don't even want to go beyond 1 hour. Okay, I didn't know that's what you mean. Okay, I thought maybe you people meant that I have to be live for up to 1 hour, and I'm like, no, that shouldn't be. You understand? That shouldn't be. So have you seen my page? Oh, sorry. This is my page. So the people here, if you have 2 phones, just understand what I mean. I just want to start doing live on that page, on that Instagram. Then I'm going to open a new page on Facebook. I want to start building another page, a new page completely, a new neutral page completely. So I'm going to open a new neutral page completely. Yeah, so I will start that. Okay, I get you people now. You're all very welcome. So, to God be the glory. Tomorrow, my little boy, by the grace of God, they vacate here in Ireland tomorrow. So, business time will start now on Saturday, like I said before. It's going by the grace of God. So, business time, my products, it will now start, because I couldn't put everything together. It's too much for me. I was just so frustrated with having to put everything together. You understand? So after tomorrow, by the grace of God, so Saturday we're going to start the business time with Yeye Kudi. That will start by the grace of God, and then we take it from there. I'm going to open a new page and try and start building that page too. You understand? I'm going to open a new page. I will let you people know. Other pages, I may bring down some pages that I have. You know, I may bring them down because I can't handle 20 pages, 5 pages. No, I think that's too much. When I have 1 or 2, it's okay for me on Facebook. Then I will try and then thank you so much. Aramide Mayogu, you're blessed. Thank you so much. God replenish you. God replenish you. Thank you. I will try and start my YouTube. Now that the kids are vacating, I'll try. So next week, by the grace of God, I have few days break next week. Part of my annual leave, I took it so that I can spend time with the kids. You understand? Because I'm just the only one around. So the parenting is just me. I just want to spend time with them. So it will be, I will then have time. I probably will do my business time too. Maybe, you know, I will just look at how I'm going to do it before I resume back to work again. You understand? So thank God, kids vacate here. I know United Kingdom, you people are still, or you know, secondary school they vacated almost a month now, not up to a month, but quite some time. But primary are vacating tomorrow here in Ireland, so that will give me time to be able to do by business time, because I know some of you have been wondering, why are you not doing business time? So I will. So I'll keep you people. We are all very welcome. Oh, you people vacated last week in US. Wow. Miriam Tipari, where are you located? Where's your location? Miriam Tipari, no, don't make noise. That's okay. It's in the oven, so your brother will check for you, okay? Bye. Tipari, where are you located? Sister Florence, Dada. Sister Florence, you didn't tell me you know how to do meat pie, puff. I was like, wow, that's nice. And it looks so nice. This your avatar looks very beautiful with kind of hair that I love. Oh, USA last month. Wow. See me even boasting that we are better. We are vacated a few weeks ago. Okay, that's secondary school here vacated last 2 weeks, I think, too. Yeah, secondary school. But university, I say universities too, colleges, they are vacated too. But primary school, they are still in school. They vacate tomorrow. In USA, since May, kids are, generally, wow. See me even thinking that our own, good. How do you feel? I wish it's me. The thing is kind of a lot. You understand? Education, you know, is very important for the kids. So, but the only thing is that it's kind of better than, you know, the primary school. They stopped. They finished all their work. Even their results have come out. Since the result came out 2 days ago and everything, so there's no assignment, you know. So if not, you go just they hear me, they say I not fit come out, you know. It's kind of a lot, you know. You come back and still do homework, and that my boy, nobody else. So to God, that's why God should allow us stay around to be able to. He will only, you know, listen to how I teach. He loves the way I, you know, I'm very gentle. Daddy is not gentle with him. Daddy expects him to think fast. No, but you know, mothers will always be, they will know their children's weakness and strength, you know, and that's how my other boy too was too, growing up. With daddy is always, hey, you should know it. You should know it. This is very simple. You know, he will always think that everything should be simple. So he will always want me to help with the assignments and everything. So that's a lot for mothers, you understand. So but that one at least is cleared from assignments. You are not doing assignments. So but the one that really is that you have to wake up early, you know, like my big boy, when he was going, he has to meet up with school bus and everything, but he has vacated. Then the younger one, that one has to, I have to take him to school before me I now zoom go, you know. So it's a lot of lifestyle. It's a lot for one. What how many minutes did he wait? Okay. Secondary school, I have not gone on vacation in Wales. Oh, okay. Secondary school on vacation. London seems to always be 2 weeks later than us, but I didn't know that some Glasgow is United Kingdom now, and they've already vacated. So good. Thank God for their lives. Thank God for them. Thank God for our children. Thank God for all of them. God be with them. God be with us too, as parents. You understand? So God be with us. Allah dànù. Àṣe yege ni la máa rí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo wọn lágbára Jésù in Jesus mighty name. Okay guys, so before I go on live on what do they call it, on Instagram, let me just start from somewhere. I think it's time. Let me greet you people first before I go live on Instagram. You know, that Instagram one is just introduction. It's not something, sometimes I may not go there, but because I want to try and build the page by going live there, you understand? So, hey, Bella na number 1, no. Aramide Maegu, God bless you, darling, for the star. Bella is number 1, no. No boy. Bella is doing this one now. Bella don't become number 1 addict too. She's now number 1. This is the second or third time in a row they carry that position. No, yeah. My account name, I showed you people. Don't worry, I'll show you again before I go live. It's Yeye Kudi Courtroom. You will see it. Yeye Kudi Courtroom. It's Yeye Kudi Courtroom. You know, it's when we are treating cases like celebrity cases now, but nevertheless, it doesn't matter. I need to start building that live thing on this. It's Yeye Kudi Courtroom. Then I would build my YouTube too. They open a new page. Thank you. Another person has given me star. I don't know who it is, but I'll check. I'll check and I will recognize you. Please, thank you so much. Stars are welcome on this page. It helps us earn money to make more content. Thank you so much. So Jamila is number 1, while number 2 is Kemisola Shitu. Number 3 is Sister Yinka Fakonda. Did you people see Sister Yinka Fakonda's picture? She's very beautiful. Wow, I loved what she wore. I think lilac or so, I'm not too sure now. But she has this nice makeup, everything, and she threw it for us today. I saw it, I was like, wow, Sister Yinka is beautiful. She's number 3. Number 4 is Modex Adeleke. Hey, this Modex Adeleke, are you related to our guy? Did you people see the China low budget Davido? I purposely didn't write anything. I just wrote Davido Advance. I just put it and brought it out. I wanted people to laugh. And some people really think that I do not know that is not Davido. Even if I'm sleeping. You know, there are some people, even if, yeah, the guy really tried his face, his feature, and he tried, you know, the way and mannerism in which Davido talks, and you know, there's a way and mannerism Davido does his hand and head, the gesticulation, he got it. He can actually, you know, if they're acting a movie on Davido, he will be fine. He will do very well in it. Yeah, you know, that's how what they do in America, all this Hollywood, you know, they will always look for somebody that will look, they will make you up. Look at the guy that did there's a Washington that did Martin Luther King's, you know, you saw the way they made him up and everything. They really try. Even there's Washington not look like Martin Luther King like that, but they made him up to look like Martin Luther King. But this particular guy, he tried, he really tried. He looks very much like that video, and he got the voice, he got the body gesticulation and everything, mannerism, charisma. He tried. He could pass for Davido's look alike. There's another one in, I think, Port Harcourt, Abiwhere. That one too looks like Davido. The moment they go and buy those low budget China-made jackets, the Zeus sunshades, everything, they will assemble it. I don't know, man, try. There's one again, aside this one. That one even looks more like Davido. That one has Davido's shape of head. I don't know his name again. They call him, they use it for skits. They use the guy for skit. I don't know if you know the guy that I'm talking about. That one looks like, I think that one is from Rivers or Port Harcourt or something. I've forgotten his name. Okay, so Otubela Zainab is number, I think 5. I think Aramide Mayegu is number 6. Adebisi Oshikoya is number 7. Our court clerk. Bimpe Adelaja is our sister. How was your birthday yesterday? I hope it went well. Was it 2 days ago? I can't remember. We celebrated our birthday just lately. How did it go? You're number 7, I think. Adeti loved Ajibike. Adeti loved. I think Adeti is a Muslim. Am I the one thinking like that? Baraka de Salah, Idi Mubarak, Idi Kabir, Bogbe. How is Salah? Baraka de Salah, my darling sister. How is the family? Is number 8. Number 9 is my co-counsel Ladun Adeleye. Number 10 is Falila Alamu. Hey, Baraka de Salah. How are you, darling sister? Miriam Disaffair is number 11. Mercy Uzoma. Hey, Mercy. Hey, it seems as if Mercy, they said she spoke. Me, I don't see the video. You know, all these bloggers, our bloggers on the social media, they will have one small information. By the time they put it, they will karamo the thing. You won't hear the place that Mercy said she has now accepted that the Cameroon woman is her mother. I already saw her. Did you people see a video of her agreeing to the fact that, okay, she now acknowledges Cameroonians and, you know, tendered, you know, apology that she was angry because of what the Ghanaian people did by coming out to try and, you know, lie that they were her family or be her mother. Did you people see it? If you see anywhere Mercy agreed to, you know, acknowledge the Cameroonian, the woman, please. And they meshed, is it Precious? Because the name of Mercy's daughter, the firstborn. Because these people, they meshed one video like that. Meshed it, meshed Mercy, meshed the woman. Mercy say, Mercy don't talk, oh, you know, the oh, it pain me. Maybe if I see it out. And I said, has Mercy spoken? Has she spoken? These people can lie. You know, this YouTube, that's why I hardly listen to YouTubers. So, and some people, all those people, and they will have, those people, their views. They will have thousands of viewers. Everything inside it will be lies. They will just title it, Mercy has spoken, kiniko. You will open with the hope of, then you will just see the whole story. I just saw Mercy saying that, I thank everybody. I don't know how. I didn't now hear Mercy say, there was no, Mercy was wearing something like print wax like that. She now showed her neck, carried up chain like this and showed somewhere around her neck. That was all. The lady not talk about, she don't accept Cameroonian. They can lie. I don't know how people can do such a thing. Like, you know, they will just lie. I don't know. The thing, they worry me. That's why information, when I just get it, sometimes I see it, I'll just say, Now, that part of the reason I get into trouble on this social media, you know, when they go carry, maybe during a repeat time, you just think it's true. Fact checkers and all those people, they just come flag me, say, they carry false information. You understand? So, I just said, okay, I don't know if this is true or if it's a lie. Okay. Angela Otu is number 12, I think. I'm not sure. Wiglogs makes it number 13. Number 14 is Uchenna Uchenna Judith. I don't know if you pronounce that surname. You get to teach me. Number 14 is Miriam Abdo. Number 15 is Otun Pamela. Number 16 is I'm not seeing name. Nancy Ozegbe. Ozegbe, Nancy, where have you been? It's been a while. Where have been? I've missed you. Are they back in Miriam? You're all welcome. You're number 18. City Almoshebi, number 19. Oluwatosin MJ Joe. I bet you will like this topic. I don't know if you're Celestial or Davido, your online son no do well. Did you hear her? No, that's not Davido. That's not Davido. No. Adebisi, so you don't know that is not Davido. I'm surprised that my court clerk didn't even figure out that that's not Davido. You should have said it in, it's not here you are meant to say it now. Everybody go, they wonder, say, how can you not know Yeye's son? Your old court clerk. Yeah. So you can't recognize my son, even if somebody mask. You see low budget Davido. We thought that Davido as he be say fresh past that boy. He fresh past that boy. Any AG that in chain where he use, yes, Davido they use all those chain, those, but my own Davido own na original. That he own na Zazu own, not be original, na fake. All those one where you wear for hand na fake. Zavido, I said Zavido. Davido own na 18 karat gold or 9 karat gold, original gold. What do you mean? And diamond. All this, that one where you wear na fake. Na Zazu. And he is lankier. Not that he's tall, but he's more of a taller person compared to Davido. His complexion is not as dark and smooth. Black don't crack like my son, Davido's son. Please, oh. So you couldn't recognize Davido. Yani baby, they not treat her. You know Davido own, they get treatment. You go see her, you go be like Teddy Pendergrass own. He they get treatment. He own they fine. He own that he own na paki area. You know, area in Boloni Bia Loni. Davido own na cuts, na trendy cuts. No con de my cut clerk for my hand though, please. So now inside you for ask me say, is this our son yeah for tell you say no, don't go and say this outside. How can this be my son? How can it be? This one na imitation, na China made. He go imitate my son. You understand? But he try. He really try. If you know, some people were confused. In fact, many people were confused. Some really believe. Some people were really thinking he's the one. He tried, but that's not Davido. That's not my son. That's not my boy. You know, that's not my boy. You know, he really tried. He really tried. He really tried. He really tried. The guy really did so well. If he continues, if he wants to be, you know, some of them you can imitate, you can, you know, you can do only that. Let me tell you the truth. Go and notice. If you want to do content and you choose to go and be imitating somebody and do not create your own content, I mean your own logo, you're not going to move far in life. Right? Always go write this down. All these people that, when they follow maybe a pastor now, they will be doing like some people with Sule's suit and his haircut, everything. Some people imitate it and they want to be exactly how he talks. Some people do it with Pastor Adeboye. They will want to be talking like him. They will do it and they will do well. That's what I mean is that, yeah. But after a while, look at all the people that try to be like Shino Peters now, or not even, let's say Wasiu, Kolade or Nonuga, all of them. People will listen to you, but to now have your own brand, to rebrand and brand yourself, it go hard you. You understand? It go hard you. You won't be able to forever, you know, you won't be able to stand. And that person you are imitating will forever have a hold on you. So always better. It's not as if you cannot, you know, imitate to do content like he did now. But if it's the type that is just imitating different people, good. Like, and you can do it. You get one guy like that can do it. You know, he can imitate. He will do Zazu, he will do Davido, he will do everything. He not look like them, but he go do body like them anytime. That one is a different, that's talent on its own. But that everything, you know, Kolade or Nonuga at that time will be doing K1K. You know, she said they're not there together again. That is it. Because the person that has that brand will never want you to be greater than him or her. Because now imitation you be. You know, the people that will be doing Michael Jackson, they can never be great in life. It's not, they can't. Some of them, that time there was one they used to call her Shimiu Ajibori, wanted to be like Adewale Ayuba. He will never, he will not reach there. It's not a curse. It is just the truth. That's why you just need to create your own brand and do your own. Do you. Don't copy Do you get? I don't know if you make sense. And that's why you see stuff like when you do copyright, when you have copyright to something now, your music or anything, intellectual property, they do not want you to earn money. They don't want you to flourish in it. That is in the area of law now, because you are copying somebody. You don't have ideas of your own. You are not bringing ideas of yours. You are no, that's to say to them, you are not. The person that needs to be making that money is the original intellectual property owner. Do you understand? The owner of that, as opposed to you that is copying what that person is doing. If it makes sense from what I'm trying to say there. So, just for you to understand what I mean, you understand? So, it's good to copy small, you know, but don't fixate yourself copying. Try and create your own ideas and brand and stuff like that, you know, and be your own self and make money with your own talent and understanding. And yeah, as you want to do, and be able to create content your own way. Be creative. You understand? Imagine things and do it. So if you copy somebody small, carry yourself come out for there. Do your own. You understand? Do your own. Do your own. Then you go surely make her in due course. In due course. You go surely make them in due course. And so that is that. You're all very welcome. Let me greet more people. Yes, you're right. Edu, you just create your own brand. Yes, you're very correct. Lots of Elvis Presley look alike, but none as great as him. Exactly. You're getting what I mean. That is the clause. And that is what many people don't realize. Go and look at it. Have you ever seen somebody copying somebody and is greater than that person you're copying? No, it is not possible. You can't. They won't even allow you, especially when the person realizes, the person will just not allow you. At a point, the person, I don't know how it happens, you people will fall out. The person will realize that, no, you are trying to take my glory or my intellectual property, and no, this should not be so. You should be able to create your own content and be able to make money or let people know you for your own content, if you make sense from that. So that is we stop there. Now let me on Instagram now, because we are going to, you understand, let me now go on Instagram. The problem now is that how am I going to be doing Instagram and how will I, but anyhow, una go dey see me. If I'm not well positioned, just let me know on Instagram, okay? So I'm going to go live now on Instagram too. How do they title it? That is where the problem is. Do they title it? You know, I've never done it with titling. Do they title? I think it's after you finish, you title it. Abi? Yeah. Okay. Let me just go live first. You'll be reading both comments. Okay. 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 So I'm live now on Instagram and I'm live now on Facebook. Okay. So we start. Hello, everybody. You're all very welcome. On Instagram now, I didn't title it, but I just want everybody to know that right here on Facebook, what I'm about to discuss is in regard to what this man, the pastor Ibiyeomie, see, I'm sorry I may not pronounce that name right, you know, but I know that many of you you are very much aware of who I'm talking about. Pastor Ibiyeomie. The only issue now I'm going to be having right here is that I need to play Pastor Ibiyeomie's what he said. But Pastor Ibiyeomie, Ibiyeomie. In the first place, even if I don't play it, maybe, you know, in the first place, quite glaring. If you people know a bit about Pastor Ibiyeomie, I'm not a fan of white garment church. I am not a fan. And this is because of the mindset I personally would have about white garment church. This is because of my few visits to white garment churches at one point or the other when they will invite you for occasion. Do you get like occasion, like I think anniversary or something like that? And I'm just like very biased about the fact that the moment you have a particular look, you would then have an exclamation mark and a question mark on your head, as though, you know, it seems like you are spiritually they will see you as someone that has a Mary. I don't know what you call that in English. Is it a demonic spirit? No, there's a particular there's one name they call it, Ogbanje spirit, I think. If that's not English, Ogbanje still a tribal name, I be local name. Ogbanje na local name now. You know, so they would see that spirit of Ogbanje of one thing, and it was from there, yeah, familiar spirit better. You know, it was from there I knew there was something that they call Okorun, spiritual husband. Do you get? So all those kind of things actually do not make me, you know, maybe because for me, growing up, I come from a Muslim background. Then there's some people Abiku. No, I didn't hear about that Abiku. I didn't know. They never told me that. So I don't know if they are the ones that, I think Abiku is not something Celestia brought up. No. I think Abiku is a traditional understanding. You understand? That one is something that when, you know, in the days of our fathers, our great-grandparents, you know, Yorubas, in regard to traditionalists, they would then say, if you keep having a child and the child keeps dying, then they would say that was the name they gave to MKO Abiola. That's why they named him Kashimawo. That, in, you know, hopefully this time around he stays. You hear stuff like the person died 10 times, 15 times, which, you know, medically or scientifically, it's been proven that some of those kids were actually had SS, sickle cell anemia, but our great grandparents were probably misled or told that those kids were abikus, so they needed to do some things to make sure they say. And some people is as a result of, is it all rhesus negative or something, all negative. You know, we have two types of blood groups. They said we have the blood group O positive and blood group O negative. They said some people, due to their rhesus, I think, is negative. When they bear kids and the blood flow from the baby to from the mother to the baby, it tends to cause some kind of things, and you know, the baby will die, you know, at birth. And all this stillbirth and all those things were taken as abiku. Then you will hear stuffs like, oh, kokumo, kashimawo, bantale, you know, many names like that. Name it, just remember those names. You will hear stuff like that, and you will see that kids were named that. So it's traditional things. It is not celestial. But however, this Pastor Ibiyeomie now, this particular man, I'm so like going to remind him, because Celestial Church, they are actually waiting for him. They've given him 14 days. If not, they claim, or the man that came out who says he's a bona fide prophet in the Celestial Church, said if he doesn't tender the apology, that I think that man Gabriel, I think he's a big known pastor too. I don't know how they, you know, it's Pentecostal that use pastor. They use old elderly, be something like that. Gabriel Evans, the man that came out during the case of that one that they have in Nigeria that probably they said they are the ones that killed the Hausa guy, and he was one that came out to speak to everybody and said, no, we should all calm down, that, you know, everything will go right, and they are all doing investigation. He stood for the man that they claim that is probably the one that killed the Dongo guy and everything, the outside guy. So we don't know until proven beyond reasonable doubt. So we are not going to jump into that just yet. We are still waiting, because everything seems to die down, but we are waiting. Now, Pastor Ibiyeomie the man came out and addressed the part that Pastor Ibiyeomie said he was preaching in his church, and he said he hates, King James, he used the word hate. He hates the celestial doctrine. More or less, he hates the celestial church. And I think that was the part that the celestial church of God held on to. You understand? There's difference between, I think we that personally, I'm not a fan of celestial church because of my own, but the word hatred is what they felt that coming from a man, is a man of God, so claimed, a man of God, right? Yeah. Using the word hatred, especially for him that preaches love your neighbor as yourself, and coming from a Pentecostal church, and coming from a man that is well known in the Pentecostal kingdom, Christendom. So, and I'm like, I'm not surprised. Ask me why. And I bet you people will be thinking, why is she saying that? Okay, I'll say it. Remember very well, sometime 2020 or where was it, that this particular pastor, yeah, came out and said he was threatened Daddy Freeze, the blogger or the journalist. I think he's a journalist. I'm supposed to say calling him a blogger. Oh, please, this person should stop calling my phone. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Am I still here? You understand? The Pastor Ibiyeomie, what actually made me take note of him was that time. And I think Daddy Freeze was, Pastor Oyedepo preached in his church, and what he preached was in regards to women being submissive to men. And you know, then in those days, we remember that the Freeze for always, you know, it was like, what's her name? Maureen Badejo then, where they always go after pastors that if they do not accept or do not agree to their preaching or their doctrine, they will come, then pick on that, blog it, analyze it, critically analyze that pastor and the doctrine and the church. So, but I think that the Freeze probably has calmed down now, I don't know. But I think, you know, what brought him to limelight and what made all of us and people like me notice him was then, it was always after church pastors and GOs and, like, you know, their doctrines and what he doesn't think is right and how they are preaching, and he will bring some Bible verses to back up whatever he's saying. And I think he's now a pastor, if I'm right. Now, Pastor Ibiyeomie, when Daddy Freeze came out then, some years ago, maybe 2020 to 2021 now, he said what Oyedepo preached was totally unacceptable. He didn't accept it. He had his own, you know, different understanding of that biblical verse that Pastor Oyedepo was preaching from. And I think, you know, knowing that the Freeze is known for preaching against those men of God then, though now he's compromised, because now I think some of them are his friends. So when they have issues, he wouldn't, people would think they used to wait for him to come and analyze them. But now I think people have shifted to Maureen Badejo, who for now, I think they think she has not yet compromised. Because if you are for Daddy Freeze, I think they said, I'm not sure now, he would not really analyze it the way they expect him to be in those days that brought him to limelight. Now, Daddy Freeze then came out and analyzed Oyedepo's preaching. And, oh, Zafi Concept, thank you for being on Instagram. God bless you. I really appreciate you. God bless you. So, Daddy Freeze said his own truth, as far as he understands, I think. And I think he's well grounded in the gospel. After saying it, it's Pastor Ibiyeomie that came out with his full chest. He was the one. And the way I heard it with my ears, he called that guy a bastard. In fact, it's from his mouth I learned that, what's his name? Daddy Freeze, I think he's from, hey, which country did he say he's from? Is it Morocco? Abi Lebanese. He made a statement that I didn't even know that Daddy Freeze is actually, I think his mother is from Romania. I'm not sure now, guys. Just pardon me. But he made it like, like one bastard. You understand that? And he also threatened that he was going to kill Daddy Freeze. He said it. I use my ear. Take care of. I use my ear, take care of. And I'm like, oh, so Daddy Freeze is not even from Luto Gaskiakon. Romania, actually. If he had mentioned Romania, I would know. Because Romania is part of EU now. I think they are not part of EU. But he mentioned one African, maybe Lebanese, Abi Morocco. He messed him. He used AK-47 from his mouth. He said blaster. He give her baga. I say, on the pulpit. And amazingly, his congregation, they were, just the same way he was talking about Celestia and the congregation, they are hailing, they are supporting, and you understand? And I'm thinking in my head, no, Christ wasn't like this. Because let's be real and be sincere. Do you get? Let's be real and be. In fact, when he gave that Daddy Freeze that missile, when he gave it was a Shakabula missile, bagam. He threw him off his ground. I knew glaringly, because I got interested in the case when I noticed that, okay, this is a pastor that people tend to look up to and has large crowd. The congregation is worth, you would think, he would have brittled his tongue and he would be able, tame his tongue and speak like, you expect men of God to speak as this. Let me make an example, like the way Adeboye would speak. So talking like that gave me a shocker. And because he said he looks up to, that is, Ibiyeomie looks up to Oyedepo. So for this reason, how dare Daddy Freeze come for his spiritual father? He no go grill, you bastard, you shake bada. You go and read it. Go and look for that video and listen to it. Go and look for it and listen to it. You understand? If it's still in circulation. The thing gave Daddy Freeze cold shivers. You can tell from his face. Because when he came out, Daddy Freeze, when something happens, it would always come out. Okay, Shebi, they are avoiding him now. Kemi and Freeze, I beg, he's not Christ. Even Peter caught. Okay, yeah, I think he's the one that let Kemi into jail now. Abi, is that not what we heard? Is that not? Shebi, they are avoiding him now. Kemi and Free, I beg, is not Christ. Even Peter cut here. No, please let me say my own, Rennie. You may be in support of Pastor Ibiyeomie, but the truth about it is, if you say you are Christ-like, and you people are preaching, you know, we come from Islam religion to Christianity, and then when we see things like this, we have no choice but to talk about it. It is not cool. It is not cool because the person whom we emulate, as me, I've come into Christianity now from my own Islamic background, coming into Christianity, I learned that, you know, you should love your neighbor the way you love yourself. I think that's the only reason Christ said you enter heaven. And then Christ also said to us that, yeah, not Christ now, the Bible makes us to understand that you can get angry, but the anger, the sun should not set on your anger, meaning you can't sleep over your being angry and sleep over it. Go to bed and wake up still angry. And the Bible also makes us to understand that God will not forgive you except you forgive those that have trespassed against you. So there are so many clauses there, but above all, Jesus Christ said, love your neighbor as yourself. Now, if you love your neighbor, and Daddy Freeze, Daddy Freeze is talking in regards to critically analyzing what Pastor Oyedepo said. And you can say Pastor Oyedepo is your spiritual father, but Daddy Freeze is of another opinion. Does that mean that as a Christian, a spiritual father, a role model, do you have to come out and start to threaten that you will kill that person? That is where I wouldn't accept, and I'm not going to say that, yeah, it's cool. It's not okay. Yeah, he's not Christ, and that is why he has no rights. If he's not Christ, he should have just minded his church and mind his lane. Because if Daddy Freeze is saying, no, I don't accept this preaching, no. As you talk Pastor Oyedepo, it's not the way it is in the Bible. This is how spiritually, or this is how I understand it. This is how I understand it. And this is what, the best thing is, if you want to come against Daddy Freeze, it is not for you to now say, whoa, oh man, you this bastard. No, that is ragamuffin. That is Zazu response. That is Wahala response. That is not Christ-like. Christ wouldn't do that. Even Christ, when Peter, Jagidi Jagon, when they came to arrest Christ, and he pulled out his sword and cut off the ear of one of the soldiers, Ibiyeomie. Christ didn't like it. As far as we understand, until tomorrow is in the Bible, Christ picked the ear and put the ear back. He said, no, that is not the way the kingdom is. So how would you then be able to say that to me, that, oh, as a man of God and as a kinikon, what I am doing now, that you should be chastising me and correcting me, then you are the one doing it and say somebody's a bastard on the pulpit. As that's a pulpit that is meant to be respected. Do you understand? It is meant to be. In fact, it was said then that it was Sule, that then intervened and came between them. In fact, we learned that Sule made Daddy Freeze to, maybe, I don't know if he is the one that apologized to Ibiyeomie. So if Daddy Freeze can take it, the Celestial, they are saying they are not going to have it. Do you understand? You know, it's not everybody that we can be bullying. If Celestial can take it, Daddy Freeze can take it. He has his reason for allowing them to, you understand, they probably reconcile them. Maybe he's the one that even went to apologize, because we learned it's Sule that intervened and resolved the issue amongst them. However, because we didn't hear more than what we heard, but he won in the sense that he gave it to Daddy Freeze very well. He gave it, he talked, and he didn't tender any apology. Maybe that is why he thinks that he can talk anyhow. You see, sometimes the position you hold in the society can't allow you express it. If I was the one that said that thing, it may not matter a lot. Yes, ask me why. I am not a GO. I am not a pastor. I'm a layman like everybody else. And it's my own feeling. Do you understand my opinion? But because he's a respected man in the society, one, you know, the same way Buhari cannot come out now and say, I hate Islamic Christians, or I hate this man. He can't, because of the position he holds in the society. Tinubu can't. Buhari can't, because he's even an Islam. Is a Muslim. He's an Islamic. Really, his religion is Islamic. He can't. Likewise, a Christian, you know, because I used to experience this when I used to go to Redeem. And what was my experience? My experience was basically when I was in Redeem, now I go to NSPPD. What God cannot do does not exist. Pastor Jerry Eze's church. When I was in Redeem and doing Buhari's tenure, I could remember, you know, when our pastor is talking about Muslim, and because Buhari is Muslim, not because he's not ruling well, because others have ruled. Obasanjo have ruled, and he not do even better than Buhari. They are best of the same feather. You understand? You can't see the would I use the word hatred, because that's the only way I can express it. The way they would table Buhari's case and say, oh, he wants to make Nigeria an Islamic country. I'm thinking in my head, no. It's not true. Do you understand me? The way they made it look as if they hated Islamic religion. Do you understand? Then when they are preaching it, when they get to the part where Sarah and Abraham, how Islamic religion started from Sarah and Abraham, how have the house help of Abraham, Sarah made the house help, because they will now say, oh, they tried to help God because Sarah was barren, and when they tried to help God, that was what brought Ishmael from the house help. They know that's where Islamic religion started from. Then they sound as if God hates Muslims. Do you understand? It is quite glaring to me that having that understanding, I used to feel very bitter, because coming from an Islamic background, I didn't see hatred from my own background towards Christians, because if not, I wouldn't be a Christian. My father allowed me, and my mother is Christian from birth. My father married a Christian, even though he is born into an Islamic background. So I'm thinking in my head, why this much hatred for Islamic religion? Buhari, oh, that Islamic, it's always the clause of Islamic. And I'm thinking in my head, no, that's not, it doesn't have anything to do with how we should communicate with each other. We know that there are some Muslims which they are not we have extremists in Islamic religion. Likewise, we have extremists in Christianity. Do you get what I mean? We have them. So it is people, how they handle the religion, that should be addressed, not generally addressing Islam and generally addressing Christians, or generally addressing Celestia, because I'm going somewhere, you know. So in that
particular case, I used to notice then that they would talk, they will say something, and you know, the Bible makes us to understand that it is only via Christ that you will make heaven. If you don't have Christ, you're not going to make heaven. So to them, as if, oh, Muslims that are dying, they are going to hellfire. You know, many Muslims, some of them don't answer. They just be looking. You will hardly hear not the ones I know. I'm not saying that they don't. Islamic religion, they get their own for body, or likewise Christians. But it is not a case of many of these pastors sitting on their pulpits and talking down on Islamic religion. Then I'm thinking, okay, so it's like that in the Christendom. Okay. Now, Ibiyeomie, knowing that and having that, I bet he's also one of the people, because Oyedepo, his spiritual father, glaringly said he did not want Buhari to win. So definitely he is of the opinion that Islam, all of them are going to hellfire after they die. Now, back to Ibiyeomie's case. What has Christianity, his own Christianity, got to do with Islamic religion and with Celestia? This is where the problem comes from. Because when I was in Redeem, I remember my pastor would say, do not take your kids for communion. It is not a right doctrine. They talk against each other. This church, if you go and sit down with some people now, maybe CAC, they will tell you that Redeem can't make heaven. 100% of them are not going to heaven because they are always dancing and singing. They don't know any Bible verse. If you go to Deeper Life looks at other doctrines in Christianity that they can't make heaven because they wear jewelry. They wear makeup. They wear wig. Am I making sense? If you go to another one, denomination now, you will hear, oh, Jehovah Witness, those ones, those ones don't condemn. To be sincere, they don't preach their gospel to you. Now you can't know. The only thing is that they don't believe on Christmas Day. They don't believe that there's anything like, they don't even celebrate their own birthday. Christianity is divided. That is why someone like Ibiyeomie can talk. One day, before I go to Ibiyeomie, I was, because at one point or the other, I have welcomed all this religion, this denomination. I have. There was one point, Jehovah Witness, they used to come to me. They will bring all those, their tracts, you will read it. I used to, they will make their story it's Bible story. It was from them I noticed that, the book we have seen, the Bible that I have seen, they have more. They have they have more. I don't understand how to explain it. Not only them, even Catholic, there are some books that is not in King James Amplified. It's not in all this Bible that we see, the common Bible, six books. No, there are some prophets in some of these, there are other denomination, Christianity, that you will, in fact, you will carry it like this, you will be confused to read it. And there are prophets too that I don't know. Many of you may never even have heard their name. I used to have one Bible. I think it's either Catholic or all the names in that Bible, this Jehovah Witness, I don't know any of them. All the names, and they are part of the people that Jehovah Witness is Jehovah Witness. They are the ones, they gave me a Bible there. Now I can't confuse that. Okay, this doctrine is different. I don't understand. So if Ibiyeomie can understand that all this religion, they exist. Meanwhile, Celestial believe that they are the first. Because in the Old Testament, if you go and read when the prophets, all those old prophets, you will see that Celestial, there's something about Celestial. I don't think it's Celestial Church, but something about Celestial is in that Bible. Old Testament. But I don't think they are the first Christian religion, but they are saying that they are claiming they are the first religion. But if they are the first, Oshofa was only discovered during our father's time. Do you understand? He was saying, they said the Oshofa was, I think Jesus Christ appeared to him, or I don't know the one, I can't say. Go and read the story of Oshofa, you'll be able to get it. So before Ibiyeomie then even woke up to even be called pastor, if he can make Oyedepo his spiritual father, the Oshofa has been called by somebody in the bush. Maybe Jesus is said. You understand? By Jesus or somebody, he said he met the person. Even redeemed pastor that can't speak English, the one that the GO of, it comes from White Garment Church. Baba Gogon, not Adeboye, the one that Adeboye took the baton from, running race baton. He's from White Garment Church. Adeboye too was White Garment Church. Do you know? Are you people close? Are you people aware? Go and find out. Go and read their story. Do you understand? So Akidayomi, thank you so much. Please, you people on Instagram, just be typing. If you have anything to say, I will try and read it. I'm just trying to be doing live on Instagram so that you can be seeing me and knowing how I do my chat. You know, it will be a continuous thing. He was from C&S. Okay, Kerubu and Seraphim. That is Akidayomi. Yes, okay, good. Thank you so much, Jumi Kusin. So, all these things, Ibiyeomie pa Akidayomi, yes. All these things are things that we should all, people like Ibiyeomie should go and find out. Because, like for me, it's because of the way many of this religion, all of them, they get come out. Many of this religion, how they complicate, how they see vision, how they are never seeing good vision. White Garment Church, in fact, when I was growing up, majority of the time of all this discord, your mother is doing you. The people I knew that used to have that mentality are majorly people that used to go to White Garment Church. Now, my own issue is that I don't know the difference. I don't know if it's Kerubu or I don't know if it's Celestial. Do you understand? So, because the people that used to say, my mother, is the person after my mother wants is the one that I'm not progressing. It's my mother that is it was when it's from White Garment Church. Majority of the people when I was growing up, and all these cases of person snatch person husband, they go to one church, go put image together. Join her, go put her for C, go put her for this White Garment in it. The difference is I don't know if it is Celestial or Kerubu. That is what me, I don't know. But I know it's White Garment Church. That's why me personally, I don't, all those spiritual vision, prophet, that's why I don't go near that. I'm not a fan of White Garment Church. That is my own reason. Now, for somebody, Ibiyeomie, that says is a man of God, I think he's also a GO. And you want to talk in your congregation, and you people are always preaching hate. Yes, quote me. Because if you go to the church, you will hear, you people preach hate. You preach hate. The thing is, do these people preach hate towards you people, Pentecostal, in your church? Because in Pentecostal, they preach hate towards Catholic. Don't go for communion. It's not right. It's not biblical. This hellfire. Everything is hellfire. CAC, they preach Pentecost, redeem, they won't make heaven. They're always dancing. They can do makeup. They're always doing shakara in the church. Because they are always praying against ants, rats, anything that pass. If pussycats stay on your window and you are CAC, holy Jesus, pussycats, they will start casting and binding. So if you are the type smiling and looking like, are they okay? Are you people for real? Why is pussycat your problem? Every sound that any dog make is demonic. Do you understand? So all those things is what has caused Christianity where it is today. Is all these people, Jews, all of them, that are the problem of Christianity. And you know what? Can I shock you people? Pentecostal is the cause of the problem in Christianity. Before Pentecostal came, I do not think that all this, I know that white garments too, their own day, their body, because, you know, like I said, growing up, the people that I know that they said that their mother is doing them, they all went to white garment church. The people that separated from their wives for no just cause, reason, is white garment church. Because you will just hear, the woman is Emeriala Kisa. Maybe the man, maybe they sack him for job. After he married his wife, they can't sack him. They will tell them there that the woman that you married is Emeriala Kisa. Now for white garment church people, I hear say woman, they get Emere, we get rag. I don't know the meaning. If you marry and things were probably rosy for your husband before you married him, and peradventure the man just gets discolomy, that period you married him, or maybe years later, white garment church people go change her. Say the wife left not good. Say she gets spiritual husband. Spiritual husband, they make sure say life they difficult for the physical in the world husband. They go say make the man leave the woman. They come, they do irakpada for the, I don't know which is which, you understand? They will not be doing irakpada. Meanwhile, Pentecostal in their own church, what they preach, because I've been there. I'm still in Pentecostal. This type of preaching, love, you understand? They will be preaching against other doctrine. Catholic is not good. Your children shouldn't be doing Holy Communion because doing Holy Communion, the kids are so young, they will go to it's not biblical, it's not a right doctrine. Everybody is going to hellfire in Pentecostal. Meanwhile, in that church, there is no love in Pentecostal. Now then gossip pass most. If you want to see where there's hatred, jealousy, envy, it is in Pentecostal. Because, you know, people are able to wear what they have to the church. So there's always competition of who dress pass on a Sunday. There's always competition of, before, you know, that one, white garment comes in a way, be say you go come they see say white garment now, they come they wear G-string. You understand? You go they see G-string. You understand? You go they see studded bra. You go come they see big chain, big earring. Then when people are clapping in the church, are doing anniversary, you see their breasts, no mama she patewo, you understand? So we know the truth is that that's not Christianity anymore. Everybody just they do everybody just they do as they like. But instead of them to face what is the thing that Christ told them to preach to the congregation, as Christ they preach, as Christ they do, as Christ talk, as waiting God say is supposed to happen, as the Holy Spirit where he live say go come comfort us, they minister to us. Mbanu, the Pastor Ibiyeomie now, in mouth don't cut wire. Baba eti ja wire sin. Because he do to this person. I think it was Sule that made that the freeze bent for him. Now he has gone to trample upon Celestia. Where am I going to? When you trample upon Celestia like that, and you want to make a statement, and the statement starts with, I hate I'm not a fan is a better word, because, you know, we can teach them. We can teach them, even though they won't agree. Not be everybody way old get sense. And not be every old person they preach, you go take in. Because even mad people, senseless people, they grow old. And you know, it's not about, you know, the money God have given you. Sometimes people, they talk. No mean say they get sense. And they're old. No mean say they be Jew. No mean say they talk and write. Am I making sense? So that we can also help them and tell them, say, as in no respect people though, but I can say, sir, this thing that you said is not okay. Because you did it to Daddy Freeze, you shop a jealouser. Now, they don't talk and say, one man, bona fide prophet, don't talk and say, you go meet their God. He say not threatening. No be enyema kuni abi God you woni are saying. Abi not be saying one God. Abi God there or heart. Only maloba, you will go and meet their God. It's just an advice for him. He should not allow pride do one. You see, all of them are not Christian. And you people will be thinking, why are you thinking? It's true. They are not worth emulation. They are not worth it. Because his sincerity. What will cause Pastor Ibiyeomie to say, maybe I overreacted. I'm not a fan of Sele, but doesn't mean that I hate them. Since that day till today now, they tell her, great talk. And Oyedepo, Papa, I don't say not concern Adeboye Sha, because Baba they mind not being spiritual son. But Oyedepo and Sule, they not see this one now. But because they respect Daddy Freeze now, that one, they give her AK-47, they bend down to, maybe now he still say sorry, I don't know, we don't know the end, but we see the beginning. That man hasn't tendered an apology. And you people are, Nigerians are the most gullible. Because I always say to one thing, how can you rule? I heard on Facebook that when his wife was sick, he select people that heal her. I don't know if it is true or not. And that one we don't know. I can't say. So I will not be able to ascertain it. The one that we saw, the even is because I'm doing live on Instagram. I would have played. He used his mouth like this to say that he paid me for used my other phone. He said it with his mouth like this, that what's it, that he hates that select church. He hates the church. That if they want to do somebody now, they can pour alcohol. They will put the person inside Kinekon and put his name also, and they will be pouring ogogoro drink. They will be pouring it and they want to probably destroy one's life and make the person an alcoholic, as in it's an assassin. Do you understand the way they do assassin? Yeah, you know, spiritual assassin. You don't know what I mean by is it? What's in? Give me the word. Give me the word. Give me the word. The word assassin. Assassin. You know, when you sassy somebody, you don't understand that thing. That you put the person inside Kinikon and they will put the name. And I don't know the denomination. I don't know if it is Sele or Keribu. I don't know. But if we remember, during Jesus Christ's lifetime, because I remember that man, the blind Bartimaeus, the blind man, yes, spell, thank you, enchantment, yes, you are all correct, attack, but we're casting spell on some Benny. He said that they do it in Celestia. he said it, that he hates them. He used I hate. He used the word hate. Now, in the Bible, there is a part that blind Bartimaeus, when he came to Jesus Christ. Yeah? He came to Jesus Christ, and when he came to Jesus Christ, he has to be healed. And in the Bible, they say Jesus Christ spit for sand. I mean, not be, he spit for sand, though. You know they there, I know they there. But they said Jesus Christ, because that time, Jesus never died. Okay, Jesus not die. He rose into the air. What thing did they call that thing? Escalate. Is transitioned. Oyibo. Oyibo no go sack power lori o. He transitioned. Now that one now. He transitioned into kingdom of God, because he ascend like this. He carry himself. He go. I remember saying Moses and Abraham. Father Abraham, thank God in Jesus say me I go see him when me I die, because anybody will make heaven now he go see Jesus. He go see Moses. They say Moses said na stammerer. They say Abraham. He said they say na father of many nations. If God help you, because not be all of us go see them. If me God help my generation, we go make heaven. We go see those people. So as he ascend into heaven, yeah, oh God, you people they life now don't make me forget what I want to talk. You understand? So he ascend, he go meet God for heaven. Before he you know, say that time when he's still there alive, you understand? He takes spit, he spits for sand. After spitting on the sand, he now put the sand, take and plaster the man. I say in the name of Jesus. No, he not say Jesus, because he never ascend that time. He never transition. He never ascend. So he goes just, I bet he must have said in the name of God. Yes, in the name of my Father God. Now so he go talk. He can't plaster the thing for blind Bartimaeus eyes. Now him blind Bartimaeus see you. Because people talk, say blind Bartimaeus, say now from battle, say blind Bartimaeus not they see. Some people even talk, say not be so. Say blind Bartimaeus go look person. I go look person yash. Now he eye go come take in eye. You understand? Different story where we hear, we don't know the truth. Because the people, the way all these Pentecostal church people lie about the Bible give us. You have to go and read the Bible yourself so that you can understand it. The way they change the story, even that woman will commit adultery, the way some pastor, if they change the story, give you, even Adam and Eve story gone, they don't change her. So different narrative. Depending on the denomination you they go, now you go take understand. Anyway, blind Bartimaeus. Bella, how did I miss it? No notification. You are getting notification now. You're welcome, my sweetheart. On Instagram people, I don't come here now. Bella. Blind Bartimaeus now, can't see. Now him blind Bartimaeus carry his eyes go. He not come they take that eye, they look woman again, so that the eye not go me again. What am I saying? Different religion with different doctrine. Do you understand? The only one that me I do not support, and you know, it's just my own conviction, doesn't mean I will not come out now and say, this religion. Okay, like Catholic that do communion for children. Any child you born now, you go mole. Pentecostal, they condemn her. Say, they no go make heaven. Catholic, God no know them. Say, why did they hail Mary? Say, Mary not the important, like Jesus the important. He good. He good. Not be gossip be that. He good. Isn't that gossip? Isn't that talking bad about a religion? Not be gossiping be that. And the Bible tells us that make we not covet, make we not vindicate, be vindictive, make you not connive, make you not gossip, make you not lie, make you not hate, but una go dey gossip Pentecostal and Catholic Church, they condemn them. Islamic, we know they get their own for body. Who not get? You understand? They have that's extremists. Extremists. When they say some religion extremist, they get them for Islamic religion. One part extremist, another part normal. The extremists and but they all do the same thing in their. You cannot see two Quran. Now only Christian get different Bible. You can't see two Quran. Go and ask. You can never see two Quran. Only one. And now only one prophet they get. As in recognized prophet where they SAW. Do you understand? They accept that Jesus Christ is a prophet. They not agree with Christianity. Say Jesus Christ now the Son of God. They believe that by saying that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, say una they believe to God. Say God they do anything. You understand? Say who God do with we come born Jesus. But that is their own religion. You will never hear. I'm not using it to praise them. Aside those extremists, which even the normal Muslims, Islam people, know they do it. And what those Boko Haram, jihad, holy fighters, and all the in the Bible, in the Quran, nobody send them that. You will never hear Islam people condemning Christianity. Aside those wicked ones, and they are one. Islam is one. But our own church, Christianity, if not that I was born into it, if not that I was born into Islam, I probably won't understand what happens in Islamic religion. Do you understand? But my father is that is real Muslim. Tokewu. The reason why my father did not take any of his child to Arabic school is because he believed that the beating is too much. Because they beat him before he understand Kewu to read Quran. They beat him. My father sees that as child abuse, as child abuse. And that's why my daddy didn't send any of his children to Arabic school. That's why none of us are Kewu. And that's why I'm a Christian today. Because I didn't Kewu. He doesn't want them to go and beat any of his children because they beat him well. If he knows bad they popa, but he beating ni. You must hear what beating. They believe in na Cain. They take reset brain. Na Cain they make pikin do well for life. So my daddy doesn't accept that doctrine. But Islamic religion still does it till tomorrow. Na beating. Wa gboni by force by fire. Wa gboni. So all these things, my understanding about life and how I've been able to travel far and wide in this religion thing. I'm still a Christian. I still chose to be a Christian because it's easier for me to read the Bible and understandable for me. And the way Christianity is very, very welcoming. Islam preaches peace more. Christianity preaches love. And I believe love supersedes everything. In fact, with love, that's when peace can come into your life. So at the end of the day, if you really look at it, if the Bible is so self-explanatory, the one that we have live, that we use, the King James Version, because there are many Bibles. Catholic have their own. Jehovah's Witness have their own. Go and read it. You'll be lost. You will think you enter 7 books of Moses. You will be lost. You won't even want to, because going too deep into Christianity, sometimes you would start to think, are you even doing the right thing? The best thing is just concentrate on the one that you know and serve your God. And I bet many of us will be surprised. Life after death, many of us will be shocked. I'm very sure that we are going to see different, what we've been told on earth. I believe we will see different packages. Many of us will be like, wow, we'll be shocked because many things has been changed. So many lies. We have been sold lies. And that's how Pastor Ibiyeomie, being a living example and a role model, I expect that he would have tendered a quick apology. To me, that's what I expected. I didn't even think it would take this long. And we are counting. Even if, yes, maybe God doesn't even know the people that said, hey, he will go and meet their God. Do you understand? He will go and visit. The man said he will go and visit their God. The fact that he used that word and to show a good Christian and to be able to win more souls to the side of Christianity, I would have expected him, because Christ had no pride. No single pride. All these GOs and all these pastors, many of them are full of pride. They are not good examples at all. Even the one that came out and said, I'm a boy, fight, kinikon. All of them are full of pride. What would have caused him? At least people like me will learn from him. Shefegbo. Because me, mo son lori no, I know where to. I'm sometimes very heady, stubborn. But when you see a leader, people that you look up to, and people that you call pastors, you under GOs, when they are behaving like area, even look at MC Oluomo. When they said it was Mama Chidi that they said he is attacking, didn't he quickly go and bring out one story and came out to say, Koribeo, Mama Chidi, Timon sorrow ere. He's humble. He's humble. But when this person spoke about critically analyzed and went against what Oyedepo said, Oyedepo is a man of God, on acts. He came out to abuse. That's a man of God, but you are talking against saying the word hate on the pulpit. You know, in those days, they said, if you are not holy, in those days, because God has said he won't do that again, I hate. As they talk, I hate, God go just send the magnets. They go magnet his head. He go just die. They say God know they take rubbish that time. God don't simmer. They say God know they take rubbish. Now so that time, Earlier and all those people, those prophets, where God pay me all of them now. They say if you come with sacrifice to God that time, the prophets, if they go inside inner room, many of them know they come back. Now their robe they go take no, say they don't, God don't fire, go consuming fire, don't consume them. Because you must always be holy to come in the presence of God. If not be say God don't, Jesus Christ they there as they tell us. Say Jesus Christ, they say, if you see Ibiyeomie don't they talk rubbish. Now make I carry her. You say, leave Ibiyeomie. He gets strong head. I died for these people. Some of us, our offense plenty, sote, our name, they mention her every second. For Jesus Christ, they mention her every time. Leave Kudi, leave Kudi, the girl, matter. Now because of these people are there. Ibiyeomie, he don't do too much. Because if not, as he say, I hate, now so they go just carry in here. It goes, the thing goes suck her. in blood go dry, they go come drop am, go come, everybody go come run kita 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 for the church. They go know say God. No be we people don't see God finish. You understand the way they do as if he dey and God gone. God not fit do anything because the man the God they look us. Say Jesus Christ making in death no waste. Making death no waste. I don't know if you understand me and you are grabbing that message. Because Celestia don't tell her now. He no agree. I be his wife not here say they tell him husband make he say sorry. Tender it and let God lift you. In fact, that will earn him more respect in the world and in Christendom. I'm telling you. Because I know say no go do am. If he do am, I go respect this man. I know say he no need our respect, but it goes to show that he is Christ-like. Because you can't always be right. And me, I go copy him. I go copy him too, okay, if this man can be humble with all what God have done for him. Because, you know, some of them, they even get Bugawan more than Jesus Christ. Jesus will be saying, na him go get God. Na him dey there. Na him be Baba pata pata. They say na him we dey wait for his second coming. The man humble. Jesus humble. But the people wey say they won't go take us meet Jesus, where they say they be pastor, they can't get pride. Is that Christianity? It's simple arithmetic. Because I don't know how we are not learning. It's clearing. It's simple arithmetic. You're all very welcome, Instagram people. We want to see Selepa. Let him not apologize. Okay, since you are in support of it, okay. But I don't think it's okay. And maybe, you see, this is it. You people want to see Selepa, let him not apologize. You see, Franca Duke, this is where there's a problem. Even if God may not do anything now, it goes to show that, and you and the Sele, all of you now be the same. God don't know many of you. I'm telling you. Because it's there in the Bible. He don't already tell us, say, beware of false prophets. All the people where they provoke each other, they make each other vex, they angry, they curse anybody, they curse wahala, they are all not men of God. Or if you're one of you, even you will be the supporter of, you won't see the celestial power. Una no know God. Don't you know that the oneness, the love that you people can bring as leaders, as the religion, come together as all Christianity, all of you are enemies of each other. And you wonder why the story of Tower of Babel, they said until when Satan brought in, they didn't understand each other's language. That was why they were not able to. They were intending to build that tower to reach heaven. They wanted to go and see the power of God. But Satan, meaning what that Bible verse is trying to preach to us is that oneness, togetherness, unity can make the world a better place, and we can achieve great things in life. God is oneness, love. Satan brought in discord. Now, so Tower of Babel, they did not understand each other. They die, all of them, where they build them, it fall on their head, they all die. That's what you people are brewing. To you is good. But when it starts, when the hatred continues and the war begins, I bet you'll be, I'll remember you, Franca, because now you, during LUP time, always you coming to look for trouble. Now you are here again, saying that you are waiting to see what Celestia can do. I can tell you, in truth, that, you see, it will not be only you that will suffer it. You know, they say when two elephants are fighting. Now, the Lakuregbe people, the people that goes to the church, that will suffer it. Do you guess what I mean? The ground, the grass suffers where two elephants are fighting. already, I bet God will know the one that are his and the one that are not his. But what you people are showing and what is glaring and what Pastor Ibiyeomie, not yet, I'm still waiting. It's not yet 14 days. However, even if he doesn't apologize, but I would now know in my mindset that truly he's not a man of God. But please go and write it down that I said so. He can't apologize. That means he has pride. And that reminds God of Lucifer. You know, pride is what God can't stand. Go and write, go and ask. He can't stand it. You full of pride? Pastor Adeboye, do you think it's easy the way he got to where he got to today? Now, so apology, they apologized when he was still a club member, still following Pa Akiyomi, Akidayomi up and down. Yeah, go and ask Pastor Adeboye. When Pastor Adeboye was with when he was still a pastor, like normal pastor under Pa Akidayomi, they said there was a particular pastor that was always a superior, I say superior pastor to Adeboye. Yeah. You know, they used to take turns in preaching. They used to take turns in preaching. That Ibiyeomie, if you go and read his history, you will see how God called him. The same way Oshofa was called, the same mannerism and everything is the same story of this man. In fact, they said that man only understands Yoruba, can't speak English, but at a point in his life, he will read Bible that was written in English. Not only that, no, sorry, he will read Bible that was, I think, written in Yoruba, but he wasn't well read, he wasn't educated at all, but he will read it. It was the Holy Spirit that was doing the reading and teaching him all that. However, that man couldn't go far the way he would have due to limited education, and that's where God decided to use Adeboye, because he was a maths professor and very intelligent, and of course, but before then, he needed to be schooled and needed to go through the fire of furnace. And what do I mean? When they come to the church for preaching then, and if he carries the Bible to preach, that man will come and say, he would have started like they will say the man will chase him off the pulpit. Go down. And you know, that would have been the only way that, how can he hold me? He hold me, a mathematics graduate professor, Coco, and I want to be preaching Bible that they are not giving me money. You understand? Then this man, who is just a common pastor, tell me to come down. And guess what that Baba will tell him to do? Listen and listen good. That Baba will say, go and apologize. There came a particular day, Pastor David felt to himself, why is it always me? I have to apologize. I have to remain humble. He didn't know God was getting him ready for this greatness. If he did not stay humble, the way all these our pastors can be full of pride, that man that was condemning him, that was prideful, that was treating him, was the person God or Satan used to try him. And that was his testing time, to be able to see if he can handle the position he is today. If he had refused to say, I'm sorry, and remain humble, he would have walked away and he would never have been known as Pastor Adeboye. He would have continued where he was a professor. He will just be a professor there and nobody will know. Abi, you know any professor for any university for Nigeria where they there so? Abi, you go know, he won't be in anything, but Adeboye that is known all over the world. Even Oyibo people, they know him. Just simply because he remained humble. So, Ibiyeomie, where he don't reach? Who know her? Personal Akwa Ibom, Abiboletiwa, Port Harcourt. Who know her? They know her. Don Boy, Abi, what's his name? Don Bonka, Big Bogba people. TD Jakes know her. TD Jakes know her. He passed in Port Harcourt there. They say you they wait for Celestia. I not say me could not wait, but know that I may be small. You understand? As we now we too they learn. But advice is that go and tell him he should apologize. Maybe God does want to take that thing, take triumph too. You understand? Maybe God won't take that thing, take triumph. But pride not go allow and sin now. And you, Franka Duke, when it happen now, you go and don't enter inside your house. You understand? Thank you. Thank you, Elizabeth Akitola. Yeah, Pastor, no, we good, no. But we're not na name. You understand? You know, so it's just what I have noticed, and it's just something that I thought to myself that I should come and remind the man, Pastor Ibiyeomie. It will be very good of you to tender an apology to Celestial Church. You don't have to wait or dare them like, do your worst. You don't have to. You don't have to. I think it will be very good of you to tender that apology. Yeah? Because you too, your own too much. Do you get what I mean, sir? Your own too much. I remember what you did to Daddy Freeze. It was way overboard. No, it was way overboard. You know, we all, you know, if it's people like us doing that now, you're supposed to be the one they advise us, they tell us, not be so lively. Not be we supposed they advise you. Suppose don't pass this level, hot temper and talking anyhow. You understand? Now you suppose they advise us, they preach, we go, they hear, go, they say, okay, our daddy in the Lord or our side in the Lord have spoken this way. But we now come, they tell you, say, you're not doing well. You talk out of too much and too bad. It's too much. Try and tender apology. Let the matter rest. So, guys, Instagram. Let me greet some people on Instagram. Let me see. Let me see. Jumi Kusin, that's quite correct. Yeye not to drag him or make him not end up for hospital like Okpe Pastor. Who Okpe Pastor? What happen? Not to drag who drag who? I don't understand what you're saying. I don't understand. Bella, I don't understand what you mean by too much pie to all of them. I don't understand what you mean, no. ADBC, I don't understand what you mean by they go and you see the way you people always talk. I don't know if you mean that they did somebody, the person went to the hospital, because you believe that when you do talk on issue, that pastor is in the hospital. Whoa, yeah, that which pastor in the hospital? I don't know the pastor you are talking about. Oh, okay. The pastor that caused the happy boys. Who? So you think what that pastor did? OPM, Abi, what's the name of that church? OP. So it's good. So who is in the hospital? So the man is in the hospital. When another woman have even dragged him, that he pregnant and she's pregnant for him. Not woman, one young girl. I beg, that one, I never even OPM pastor, I never even go into that pastor case. I'm not they really interested. That's why I haven't looked into that his case. He's in the hospital now. Why is he in the hospital? Zafi, why is the man in the hospital? What did they say happened to him? Okay, Nita, hello. Nita said, hello there, you have spoken with wisdom. I hope the pastor, which as far as I'm concerned, is only a title, will heed your advice. Okay, darling. Thank you so much for acknowledging. I just pray he does. They drag him till he had panic attack. Meaning said, don't drag Ibiyeomie, make it no go. Okay. No, I know they drag him. I just only they advise him. If he wants to continue to keep, you understand, this position of his, you understand, Instagram people, you people get what I mean, Facebook people, if he wants to continue to keep this position of his and as a role model and as of course a GO and someone that obviously people look up to, I think it needs to tender that apology for the Christendom, for the sake of Christendom. Do you understand? If Celeb they fight in his own denomination now, Pentecostal Nina, it's not right. And you know, many times you will not even see them intervene. Like, I expect Oyedepo now and Sule to do something. Do you get? You know, they should do something and make sure that this resolves. That's how they do. That's how they were against this man that time too. What's his name? He's of blessed memory now. The man that owns that church, Joshua, TB Joshua. And also they you know, the Christianity, the way they do it is so confusing for me. If not that I've just made up my mind that, let me face my front and face my whatever the denomination I'm in and the doctrine they do there, and what me I just believe in is, except you come through Christ and that's it. All the other things are not just sent. They're always against each other. You know, they're always against each other, and that's not good enough. So this is Christianity versus Christianity. At the end of the day, he made a wrong statement. Probably he will say, oh, I just got overly, you know, sometimes you're talking, you just get overexcited and misyan. I'm sorry, I didn't mean the word hate. Though I'm not a fan of you people of that church, but I didn't mean the word hate. Because I've seen in the church where they will say that Catholic is not good, that they won't go to heaven. The doctrine is totally wrong. In Pentecostal, they say it there. So it's not like a new thing. But maybe his choice of words, the way he picked his word, he didn't pick them wisely. You understand? So it's not about age. You know, choosing words wisely most time is not about age. It's about God giving you wisdom to be able to say things, and you say it in a way that it will not go and be taken out of context. But the word hate, that word is not a good word. Hate, that word is not a good word. Even when you type it on Facebook or on Instagram, I think Instagram can even take it, but Facebook, well, they're going to give you restriction. Hate like this, they will give you restriction. So those are things. It's harassment, it's bullying, it's taken as, it's against Facebook community standard. So all those things, you know, that's what I'm saying. I hope he hits and does the needful. We are counting it. He has less than a week. You know, we are helping him to count it. We did here with the help and counter. It's less than a week. Christians are not ever together. No, many Christians have put yes, Murphy prosperity. It's a big issue. Many Christians have put themselves in the position of judge when the Bible says we should not. Yes, what it takes. That's yes, in the area of that. You see, what it says is that when you say judge, I don't know what you mean, because sometimes, like what I have done now, you probably you are sobbing me because I've said, I think you should better apologize to that listing. Or what you mean is that he's taking himself as a judge, thinking that Celestial Church is not God's doing the things of God. You know, their doctrine is not of God. I don't know what you mean. In fact, I can say it here, and I'll say it to Instagram and Facebook. I can say it with my whole full chest that the best thing is just know your God for God and serve your God. Because every church you go to, if it's denomination that differs, same Christianity, their doctrines differ. You will see CSC condemning Pentecostals and Redeem say, I'm telling you, they used to say it in this island. They are saying that Redeem will not make heaven because all they do is to dancing and singing. Is that not even a big issue? Then CSC on, you will hear me. If this book hits you like this by mistake, then it's black. The spirit of death will rebuke you. They don't rebuke. In fact, at a point in redeem, they used to pray against the devil. Now I don't know who can advise them. Say make them know they pray against devil. Say na waste of time. Make they change her. Now in they can't fixate themselves on prosperity. Do you understand? They say make they know, they say devil die, devil die, devil die. Oh, devil die, devil die. They say devil na spirit being. He don't cuckoo not day before. God, Jesus Christ don't win the battle. Say make we not they waste our time. Make we not they say devil die, devil die, devil payment, devil cool, devil die. So now they don't change the prayer points now. They don't limit them to prosperity and everything. In fact, before too, now, oh God, forgive her, forgive her, forgive her, forgive her. They say no, not be so. Say God don't forgive us. The moment you have become born again, say every time they say forgive, no, you that the Satan, they confuse us, they make us feel say God not forgive. In fact, sha. So it's you. Just know God. Read the Bible. Know the parts that, understand the Bible. Tell the Holy Spirit to minister. Waiting won't tell you. Read and understand it for yourself. And just be at rest and at peace with your God. Do you understand? At rest and at peace with your God. So that I believe that many of us, the one way don't go, because they not go fit can't tell us waiting they see. That we go I believe that we go shock with waiting they don't teach us for this life about God and prayers and Jesus, everything. We go, I get one time for redeem. They say everybody go get mansion. Say when Adeboye they talk new, me I no hear for Papa Adeboye, me o gbolenu baba yen. Now all this in pastors talk am. They say Pastor Adeboye talk, say God take and go heaven. He can't see in mansion. Say in mansion, he big, like the way, pilgrimage. If you've been to all these big, where. Say he can't say they see bricklayer, they see cement people, they build down, they see they build down, they go, they never complete the building. He can't ask God, say, how far with this thing? I been at Jesus, I don't know, maybe na Angel Gabriel, say they get different people there. I don't know. Because some people they snap selfie. Say don't reduce now. They know they snap selfie again. People they go there before they go see Jesus. Jesus go greet them, Jesus go snap selfie with them. So they can't say the Pastor Adeboye can't say people chalet they there, double decker they there, twin wing they there. People go come greet her. So all the people, all the souls were redeemed, where Pastor Adeboye don't win, they go come they visit Pastor Adeboye for the house. Hey? So more or less like city. Say they build down, they go bricklayer, they there, cement people, everything they there. I say, me I come they say, okay, God, me I don't even know. At least make me God just give me with the children where he don't give me. You understand? We do all the ones where the one way not stay, the one way stay to God. We make it, at least make me and my family. Make I see as they go they build down for me. So I can't they gentle. I can't they think and say, okay, God, oh please, me too, because they say because Jesus Christ talks say my Father has many mansions in heaven. So but as Adeboye don't get mansion, not only mansion, city. Now so they preach give us so we now some people they even go get face me and face you, because if you not serve God, you not talk and where. If you not serve God, you not talk and where. You not praise God, you not win souls, you not do everything. Say you not go get any house, so you not even go get land. Talk less of say they go build house for you. And say as you they do and here now they build the house for you. So it's only when people go now they go come back and tell us say we not see anybody can't tell us. So in the end, that time our prayer point was, Father, my Father has me any mansion in heaven. Father, Lord, let my mansion be big. Let my mansion be big. Okay, are you winning souls? No. So that one too tired them. They not see do that prayer again. So too many narrative, too many. So what me I can just advise people is that some people go sleep under bridge forever. Some people not go get house rara. One light and light, small be like yasin. They say they go get skipping rope, they go get treadmill, everything. Well, you get some people as where you go. You go, they see things like a buffet, you go chop, we go that's why. And that's why you want to stay in Redeemed Church, because you are thinking, okay, if you deal with Pastor Adeboye, if you go, you old, Pastor Adeboye go, definitely you go old, you go home now. So when we come home, we go home, I go see Pastor Adeboye, so I'll be one of him picking. Even that time, I do rededication of my life, because they say Pastor Adeboye talk, say the people when come through Kasuram, they go come the visitor. So when Pastor Adeboye come here, I can't go do the dedication. Be a me one emotion the dedication like that. So that at least if me too I old or can't die, I go a date among the people who go they see Adeboye. I go also get they go chop buffet there. I go use treadmill for Adeboye mansion. So una dey there. They don't preach different things. Give us only God knows which one we go true see. My own be say, Pastor Ibiyeomie, try and do the needful. Bye. My dear ones, at least I did a long one with you people. Instagram, I'm just doing this, and you will be seeing me more often now on Instagram, more often. Okay, thank you, love you much. Bye Instagram. Hold on, Facebook. Bye. Let me share. I think I've shared it. I'll go and put the title when I finish. So we are going global. Back to face. Zafi, thank you. I saw you going there. Thank you. Please help me and be doing it on you people. I really appreciate you people. You and this person at APC. I saw you there, and I saw Bella. You people, thank you so much. Back to the hair, Sister Florence. Thank you, people. Diola Ejulova, thank you, darling. Bye, Saga. Hold on Facebook. It is we will start WhatsApp live too. We are going everywhere. Exactly. Exactly. It just say hey. Thank you, Jare. Let's see. Back to the hair. Cut clock. Thank you. I went there too. Oh, Adebiyi, thank you. What happened? I was there. Choma. No, I mean, thank you for going there now to face Instagram. I was on, Sister Florence, Dada, thank you so much. Yeah, they make us wait. They Facebook feel like the favorite channel. Jumbo, no, you do not despise the days of little beginning. Facebook is my baby, so I stick here. I'm just adding all these ones to read. But they said I have to keep my pages functioning. Facebook, they do as they like. They mess themselves up. So I said, okay, let me try. Let me just be doing it, and hopefully I'll be. I wasn't too sure my face was showing well on Facebook, but I'm on Instagram. But I did my best. Yeah, I believe if it wasn't okay, the people owners of the courtroom will be able to tell me I didn't face them or something. So I think it was okay. I was on board. Thank you, Bisodun Ogedengbe. Thank you. It was perfect. Okay, Ofure. Thank you so much, my sweetheart. So see you people tomorrow. It was fine. Okay, Adebisi. Thank you so much. Do TikTok too, yeah. I will. Let us just start small. You understand? Don't bombard me with too many. If not, I'll go run. You understand? Let me just be doing it gradually as time goes on. Let me do it. TikTok too, I will build it. So don't worry, I will. Honestly, we all love you. Thank you, Oyenike Atinuke. Thank you so much. It was showing up. Okay, Choma. Thank you. It was fine. Okay, Godina was what Reverend Doctor. Yeah. This person don't give what it takes, don't give me name. He say I be Reverend Doctor. No, but I think we all got the message. It was quite clear. Have a good night. Have a good night. Well done. Oh, Ify baby. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you, Diola Elujoba. Thank you all, Adebimpe. Thank you, Ify Shirley. Thank you, Zafi. Thank you, Ogedengbe Bisodun. I love you all. I'm cut clock. Love you people. See you tomorrow by the grace of God. Good night, everybody. Love you. Bye.